Let me clear my throat. Hello, hello, hello. Yours truly. Took a little break for myself today. Still got a little throat thing going here. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you very much. This is the Morning Gardener, and we're going to take another journey into gardening land, which is get a lot of good information and know what you're going to plant, when you're going to plant it. And let me show you what I've been doing lately. Let's see. Yesterday, stopped into a store called, let's see, what was that store called? Oh, yes, Walmart. And I kept talking for about 2 weeks now about a what's growing. Oh, hey, how you doing? I went on your site and looked around for the videos that you mentioned the old boy in, and I didn't find the right ones. But I just want to see a lot of good stuff on your channel. The bull, I like a lot of good stuff on your channel. I went through a number of videos, and I see that you are heavily into your composting, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let's see. Phone issue. Oh, okay, okay. Got the phone issue. So you got them all resolved and everything. Hope it didn't cost you too much. Let's see. Okay. Ready today. Beans. Ready today. Beans. Hmm. Let me tell you what I'm doing. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I kept talking about a watermelon called a Charleston Gray. Went online, found a number of people that were, what? Oh my God. That's like when I took my car to get it worked on. I said it gutted me like a fish. That's what he did. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. I'm just looking at that total. Well, sometimes it happens. Okay, I did, okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Uh, I was talking about, wow, that's interesting. I was talking about the gray watermelon, and I finally got somebody online. All, my garden beds start in fall, and it's so natural the way I do it. I don't move around any compost. I don't move around anything. If I cut down branches when I'm doing my pruning, they go around my trees, or they go into an area where they can be cut up further and left there to decompose. However, um, any weeds, any residue from my garden, I do not move it out, rake it up, and put it in a compost pile. That's just chop and drop. It's the way I go. Anything that grows there stays there. Let's see. Leaves that I collect. I'll collect some leaves now. I'll do that and put those in the garden. But I believe in this firmly. Everything that you need for your garden is already there. It's already there. Excuse me. Some people do the it's called collecting wood chips, which is basically like sheet gardening when you're covering the area. However, leaves are awesome. They're the best things in the world to put in your garden. Um, but if you have uh, any kind of biomass on your ground and stuff. So you've been doing leaves a long time. Yes, yes, leaves a long time. I used to have a guy delivered in the wintertime, 900 pounds of them at a time, and grew much food from that. He stopped delivering for whatever reason, maybe health reasons or whatever. And so now the situation is set up where I started learning about, chop and drop. Found out that these weeds will grow up, you cut them back down, you produce a whole bunch of biomass, and you're all set to go. My little sister turned me onto a spot where you can get organic compost. Compost is good to get. My only thing is, a lot of compost is already on your property. That's the only thing I'm saying. It's already there. I chop and drop now, and it's just easier on me. I take a weed whack out there, I cut everything down. I do that about 4 to 8 times, not eight, but about 4 to 6 times a year. Then when the fall come in, I cut everything back down again, and then I plant my fall crop, and the weeds aren't growing as much as they once did during the early. Weeds really grow a certain number of months. They'll grow real vigorous, and then they'll start slowing down, just like your grass in the yard does. Let's get back to this. I was talking about the gray watermelon. Um, uh, yeah, yeah. I told you about the leaves. That's the time that I was getting them from the person. Um, I was getting about 900 pounds of it. Did that for a while, for quite a few years. And once you get to a point where you get your soil rich enough, then you just kind of go, okay. But now everything grows. I chop everything down, it chop and drop, and it makes everything work. But I don't till. I don't believe in it. But other people who do till, more power to them. I wish them the best. Hello, hello there, food forest permaculture. Hello. Um, Here's the thing I'm working on. Went to the store. Excuse me, online, eBay, Charleston gray watermelon. Bought $1 worth because I don't spend a lot of money. A lot of people know I don't. I just don't do that. I just don't believe in it. They had them on there for like $3 a pack, $3 plus $1.50 for shipping. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to rake me over the coals like that. Good evening, food forest permaculture. Here's what happened. Once I got, excuse me, the seeds, and they're on their way now. They're actually on their way now. 10 seeds for $1. That's high, but it's already done. What's done is done. Went into Walmart. Just so happened they had them. Just so happened they had them. Beautiful watermelon. 85 days to completion or to time to pick. Weighs up to 30 pounds if you have the right soil and you can feed it properly. Excuse me, Charleston gray. 50 cents a pack. Some of them are still in Walmart stores. You got to look for the 50-cent pack. So I got another one. And I got another one. And I got another one. And I just kept going. And I got crazy over it. So the melons that I have, and another one. And I got crazy about it. But I will use these seeds. 50 cents a pack, so altogether $2.50 over, I don't know, 80 seeds here. Plus, like I said, the ones that's on their way. Here's something I want you to do, folks, when you go through your seeds. I want you to start going through your seeds. Oh, no. Yes, it is. It's a lot of melons, but it's the way I look at it, just $2.50. And I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator and keep these seeds for as long as I can keep them. Put them in a Ziploc bag and just keep them in a cool place, cool dark place. It should be fine. Here's how it rolls: 85 days to germination. days, days to germination, 5 to 7 days, which we all know that. Depth 1 inch from the knuckle here on down, about an inch. Let's see, planting space in hills. They recommend hills, 6 feet, rows 8 feet, like that. Now, excuse me. I have that one and another one that I have also downstairs growing in the greenhouse. These are the sugar babies. Now I have those down there right now growing. The only thing I'm gonna put in tonight is gonna be the grapes. Now I got those going. I'm gonna do about, I don't know how many of those I'm gonna do. They got the Jubilee. I got those going. They already growing, nice and doing good. So you got the Jubilee going, and I'm happy about that. Cantaloupe. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember I got these. This is a different variety of cantaloupe. Yep. These are ones we used to get back in the day, the old big juicy ones. They're very just incredible. I might do a couple of them. Let me just keep those to the side as well. So the bottom line is this, folks. I said to you earlier, I said grow more than what you need, because when this weather breaks and it start getting warm, it is too late to say, oh, I want to start this, I want to start that, I want to start this. It's just too late for that. You need to have that stuff going, growing. Some of it you're not going to use. Some of you are going to be able to use. We need warmer weather. Yeah, we need warmer weather here too. I mean, really. It dropped right back down. Here, it dropped right back down. Excuse me. Always grow more than what you need. Yeah, absolutely. Always grow more than what you need, because you never know. Um, you could grow a bunch of plants, have maybe 3 or 4 die. Now you short. I'd much rather have too many than to have too few, because you can't get that time back. When you're coming into spring and you're growing your plants up, like right now, I have all my tomatoes already looking good. They're growing up. I got uh, 12 plants of each. That's all I need, really. Well, actually, I got more than that. I got about 15 of each, but I don't count those. They put in a one single container, and I'm gonna let them just grow out like they want to, because they're in a big container. And I'll need them only if something gets weird outside, like a cat digs up a plant, or a plant dies because of some other weird reason. I still have backups for the backups. Oh, I don't play around. I just have backups for the backups. Now, another thing is, um, I'm dealing with a situation where I'm running out of space. I know that. And when these plants start getting bigger, I've already dealt with that. I know what to do when they start getting bigger. Uh, but you're going to run out of space. You're going to have to get creative and find places to put these plants where they can get some sunlight and they can also stay warm. So that's what I say. Grow them, because you're going to need them. Food is way too expensive. Some of y'all out there, do pretty well, but the food you're eating, a lot of it's garbage. No offense, but a lot of it's garbage if you're buying it from the grocery store. So you do the best you can. So that being said, I have did what I got to do to make sure that everything I do is spot on, and that's it. So I'm putting all this stuff up, and I'm going to put it in a plastic bag. Wow, I just think I found some, and everything is looking good. Everything is looking good, folks. It's crazy. It's crazy the way things are. But I've gotten used to eating really fresh, well-grown food, and I can't go back to just relying on a grocery store to supply my needs. I just can't go back to that, and I won't go back to that. As long as I possess the knowledge on growing food, and I don't say I know it all because I don't. Um, I'm going to continue to grow food. I'm going to continue to do that. So you get out there and you grow and you learn and you put all the information together and you learn and you grow. That's how I do it. There you go. This will grow in the refrigerator. This will go in the refrigerator. Some people keep seeds for many years. And every time you go back to the seed store, the seeds go up and up and up and up in price. And they just keep going up. And they don't worry about that. They said that people can pay it. They can pay it. They can pay it. You go just forget some of that other stuff they get in cable bills and nice fancy cars. They're gonna forget that stuff and pay for this food because as food become more scarce, people will pay more for it. But my first garden, when I tasted a tomato from that garden, I was hooked. And the only thing kept going through my mind was I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "This is what it's supposed to taste like." That's what kept running through my mind. This is what a tomato's supposed to taste like. Improve your soil, folks. Concentrate on your soil. Grow beautiful, loamy soil, and that'll take care of your plants. Those guys, you should see some of these videos where these guys are growing this, what they call, they growing a marijuana plant. These guys, they spend so much time and effort in their soil, but they use like really sophisticated chemicals. Um, and I'm not suggesting that anyone use chemicals, but I'm saying they're so much into their soil. They're looking at how loose the soil is, how well it holds water, how well it warms up during the day, how long it takes it to cool down, how well it drains, and all of this stuff matters to them. So that matters to me. When I put a plant out there, um, I don't want to just dig a small hole. I want to dig a $30 hole for 5-cent plant. $30 hole, put it in. So those roots can run out and do what they need to do. I think I've been preaching that from the very first time I started going live and streaming. I started streaming, and that's what I started talking about was soil. And it's so essential because you can have all these beautiful plants and everything, and put them in the ground, and they just start falling apart on you when you put them in there. Now, some of the plants are going to fall apart on you, especially the ones you buy at the box stores, because um, they take those plants and they supercharge those plants with chemicals, and they grow beautiful there. And you bring them home and you try to feed them organic plant food. You try to put them in your soil, and they immediately slow down and start doing like this. And you wonder what's wrong with them. So you start watering them a lot, and you start fertilizing them a lot. And really, it's not you. It's just the plant is not used to or wasn't grown on what you're doing. Absolutely, you need to grow your soil. That should be your first number one priority, your soil. Absolutely. Get your soil together. Don't even waste your time because you will put a plant in there that's supposed to grow ample supplies of tomatoes, say for instance, and you notice that it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And then it's taking a long time growing tomatoes or a long time growing peppers. And you're thinking that, oh, it's just going to grow, it's going to grow. No, if it's taking a long time and dragging out, then what's happening is there's something going on in the soil. The plant was created to survive off of the finest food, period. And if you can't give it that, guess what? It's not going to perform right. It's not going to do it. I'm just looking at a message here. Somebody just sent me one of my videos they saw, and they wrote, "Great advice as always. Thanks." And so I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that because I spend 24 hours, 7 days a week. I'm thinking about this stuff, and then I take it, I put it online, and I give the information away. I come up with ideas, and I try to, put it out there, and so that people can use it and they can grow food. Hello, Mac, hello. That looks familiar. That Mac. It looks familiar. But at any rate, um, I just love it. I mean, just putting that out there. Just putting that out there, folks. I'm just putting that information out there. And tomatoes are definitely the best. Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, just grow them. You know what they cost in the grocery store. When you bite into them, you know they taste like crap. Um, you know, and you want to make certain that you're getting a really, really good tomato, and people, and I'm gonna tell you something else about tomatoes. Those summer guns, if you were selling them, they're easy to sell. Tomatoes are easy to sell, especially when you start using words like organic. You start using words like grown naturally. People will pay for that. They will pay for that. If they have any kind of learning, they will pay for that. They'll know what that means when you say this is organic. Um, so just make it do what it do, folks. Load that soil up with organic matter. I mean, load it. I mean, pump it in there if you can. Organic matter, and don't do like some people and fall into the thing of. 'Cause I went to Walmart yesterday, and I got another video up. I got another video up. Wait a minute, did I put it up? No, I didn't put it up yet. I showed myself. Oh, Baltimore flood watch 1 hour ago. Flood watch. Now, flood watch. That means that we get some pretty significant rain here in Maryland. I see birds were picking at my tomatoes like crazy. That is the first tomato. What's growing left margin? Okay, yeah. I just want to look at this because it's just crazy. Excuse me. I just want people to understand. Once that rain hit, all my stuff gonna jump out of the ground. I have a reason why I'm thinking about this rain because I did something that I'm not gonna go into right at this moment, but I'll shoot some videos of it. I did something dealing with my trees and my just my trees on my property. And once that rain hit everything, everything gonna go crazy. Everything gonna go crazy once the rain hits my garden tonight or tomorrow. It's gonna go crazy. And that's what I've been waiting on for the rain. Let's see, let's see. Okay, let's see. Charlton. This here is about that seed. What is the guy that I bought the watermelon seeds from, and he's hitting me up because I try to get in touch with him and and tell him that I'm no longer interested in his item. And he hit me back just to tell me, "Hey, buddy, too late. It's already shipped." Well, it's $1. So, um, but yeah, so he already shipped it. What seems to be the problem? That I already shipped. Okay, no big deal. I just gotta pay him. That's all. Well, I already paid him actually. So that's how it works, folks. So I'm growing everything. That's it. Charleston Gray and seeds. Yep, that's it. That's what you get. He sent me another number of letters. Estimated time for delivery. Sent me that. So he said, "Hey, Forget about that. You getting your seeds, buddy. That's great. What? Oh, I didn't get the part of that, Mr. Bull. I didn't get the part of that. What's great? I don't understand. Are you talking to me or to somebody else, or maybe I cut in on the wrong thing there? That's margin and you, Bull. I said that's great. Okay. Oh, that was someone else. Okay. All right. I see the seeds are planted in Gardener's. Okay, Boston Gray. Okay. There we go. There we go. Customers alert. March 23rd. This is right. Customer service. Resident. Let's see it closed. For some reason, the Park Motor Vehicle has been closed up here almost every Saturday. So I'm just looking at that. I have had a lot of time to think about what I wanted to grow, and I just grew everything. That's what I did. I grew everything. I didn't look at stuff like there is a where is that at? It's a beautiful set of peppers that I am growing, and here's some peppers. I'm growing those. So these are all I have. But I bought these giant bell peppers, and they won't be here until about May. So that's gonna be too late. So I'm gonna have to save them to next year. That's gonna be too late for me. For me, it's gonna be too late. I know why I want to plant everything early. I don't want to plant stuff and have it, fighting for time to grow up. No. And so you request yeah, folks, but I'll tell you one thing, keep on growing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. How many of you out there today dealing with clay soil? Do you have clay soil? Do you have sandy soil? Do you know what to do about your soil if it's clay? All has sprouted. Okay, so far. All has sprouted. Well, I like left margin. Have you put any videos up lately? Oh, you have sandy soil. Sandy soil. So what do you do to deal with the sandy soil? What do you do? We have. Okay, you have clay soil. Okay. I say on top of the clay. I say, wait a minute, sandy soil on top of clay. On top of clay. So what do you do? What do you do to deal with that kind of soil? What do you do? I say not so much clay for here in like dirty rocks. Wow. So you have like a rocky soil. I think is what you're saying. I say no. I say a pot for for food. Let's see. Make a lot. I don't know what you mean when you say a lot. Let's see. Okay, so let me just say this: if you had an opportunity and you watched some of the Bulls videos, you'll see that he is using a lot of compost, and to correct your sandy soil, compost. To correct your clay soil, compost, and that will make a big difference. Huge difference, in fact. That's what you want to do. You want to do that. I've been adding lots of organic matter to my ground. That's exactly what you want to do. That's exactly what you want to do. You got the right one, baby. You got the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Let's see. Wood chips, loads and loads are spread out and on over. Okay, that's great. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Now, I think you said you're dealing with clay soil as well. Okay, yeah, right. I see it up there. You have clay soil. Okay, you're doing all the right stuff. You're doing all the right stuff. The wood chips with the clay soil, like I said, when I put mine down the first year, second year, um, you push the wood chips to the side. You already know that, and then you put down you put your plants in, and they'll grow the first year, but you're gonna have to be mindful of the soil that you're growing them in. And actually, I did like a soil mix in mine, which was like peat moss, a peat moss topsoil. No, excuse me, a peat moss compost, and I did a little bit of a perlite. Mixed it up in the hole because I needed loose soil. I couldn't have loose soil. And with clay soil, I dug a wider hole, not as deep, but at least about 6 to 8 inches deep. And I just felt like a shallow bowl and put the plant in there, and they did beautiful. They did beautiful. And then that gives time for that wood chip to kick in. Because once the wood chips kick in, all that soil going to turn coal black, and it's going to be loose and loomy, and you're going to just love it. Let's see. Let's margin. England. Let's see. Mostly clay. Brown containers. Okay, last 12 years. Okay, all right. I am going as a compost this year. I am going to use more. Yeah, yeah. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I wish you would have got out there during the fall and grabbed your neighbor's leaves because you would have been set. You wouldn't have had to pay for nothing. Now, if you live near, like we have, what those yards called? Where they take all the trash at and everything. They call it it's not a dump, but they call it a I can't think of it right now. But a landfill. Okay, but they take all of this compost out there, and you usually can get it like in Maryland. As long as you live in the county in Maryland, as long as you live in the county, you can get that stuff for free. And I would love to get some of that stuff here in Maryland, but here's my deal. I don't know how they would deliver it to me, and I mean, because they're delivered in the county. I think they're delivered, and but you have to be part of some kind of gardening group, and I belong to quite a few gardening groups here in Maryland. So I like to um, be able to, say, hey, I belong to this group, and so you need to belong to something because I've been doing this for 19 years. I put myself out there to say, I mean, a lot of what I talk about, I won't say anything at all unless I know what I'm talking about. That's just a rule I have. I will not sit there and say, oh, you do this and you do that, because if I know for a fact that I don't know, I won't do it. Like people ask me at the work, since I grow quite a bit of food, they'll say, well, I have some roses growing in my yard. And could you help me with it? I said, miss, I don't know a lot about roses. Only thing I know is they're plants, they need to eat, and they need to drink water. I don't know what kind of soils they like. I don't know what kind of, do they want a shady area, sunny area, or I know that there's different types of climbing roses, and then there's roses that grow low to the ground, and there's roses that grow kind of tall. But there are different types of roses, and you put them in different areas depending on what your needs are. But other than that, as far as the care goes, I'm not an expert on roses. But I suggest that you go and you go to you go on YouTube and you can get a lot of information there. I have one, two, three, four, four rose bushes in my property, and I'm folks, let me be honest with you, and this will sound kind of cruel, but I don't care for them. I don't do anything with these roses. All I do is look at them every once in a while when they produce a bloom. I don't really. I grow plants that produce food. Um, I've taken out big, beautiful bushes that were 10 and 12 feet across as they got matured, but I don't mess with them because all I do is grow food. But rose bushes, every once in a while, if I feel the need, I'll put some fertilizer on them. But I do not focus on what their care, their needs are, and all that. I just don't. Let's say, let's say we leave. Let's say I will see if I can help them. I'll put in shrimp shells in my farm. Let me just say this: anything that you could get your that you can get your shrimp shells, fine, you can do that. Fish heads, fine, you can do that. Anything that was once alive is fertilizer. That's what people got to get over. Wondering, oh, can I put this in it? If it was once alive, I have any. I see. Here somebody sent me something else. I do not have any fruit trees, but I'm always excited to see your. Oh, thank you. See, somebody always like to see my content of the videos I put up. Look, everyone has an audience, and that's what you gotta understand. Everybody has an audience, and people will always come to something something about you that they like. When you do these streams or you create these videos, there's always gonna be something that somebody likes. Like somebody actually liked my video, but some people don't like my videos. I've had people actually give me the thumbs down and that sort of thing. And I'm like, wow, you went through all that trouble just to chime in and give me the thumbs down. Wow, that must be pretty heavy. Um, I have never given anybody the thumbs down. I've been on the air almost 8 years. Never gave nobody the thumbs down because why would I want to do that? I mean, it's just so negative. Why would I want to do that? I can just simply flip and say I don't like his videos. I don't like her videos, and just keep moving. But to go hurt him or try to hurt him, come on. I have better things in life to do than that. Um, I am with you on that. With you. Move on. Absolutely, move on. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. That person came in saying good evening, everyone. Now, let's see. Had a good time at karaoke. Did a lot of singing. Everything went well. The DJ told me come back. I think it was Sunday. He said you probably can win some money. Trust me, he said. Trust me, you probably can win some money. And I appreciate the compliment, but I don't know. I don't know, folks. I mean, the only difference in me is I put a lot of practice in when it comes to singing. I put a lot of practice in. And sometimes when I go out and sing, it shows that I put the time in. But it is what it is. And on that note, I am having a good night. I started going to karaoke tonight, but I said, no, I'm not going to karaoke. Driving all the way down the road, got going in the darkness, looking up the road. And I said, I don't feel like going. I just don't feel like going tonight. And I'm not going to be fun to be around if I don't feel like going. And so I'm doing half and half, vegetables and flowers. Ah, good move. You're going to bring in your pollinators towards your garden. Good move. Try to get some flowers that will come back next year. You know them kind, and not annuals, but perennials. They come back next year. Great buy. Get a hold of the seeds, something that'll come back next year. And if you can find something that also will help the bees out, bees will appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Left margin. Good night. Good night, bull. Green. Okay, I guess it's good night to everybody. You give a head out left margin. Bull is the bull is leaving. Okay, he probably gotta go to work in the morning or something like that. You know. Yeah, yeah. But I gotta tell you, I'm excited, folks. I'm excited. I got stuff down there now. I'm getting ready to go check on later on. The plant got this thing about them. They drying out now because the weather's warming up. And they drying out, and so I got to keep checking them. I tell everybody, you got plants growing, keep checking them every day. Keep checking them every single day. because they will dry out on you and you won't know it, and you'll be losing plants. And when they're younger, they're like more frail, more gentle. You got to be careful with them because just leave them dry for one day, that plant's dead. Some plants, depending on which ones it is. I got a whole tray of collard greens down there growing. And I like the little receptacles to put them in. I never thought about using those before for that. And I got them all in there growing beautifully. I used to do the winter sowing. I still do that every blue moon. But staying up, I'm sorry, folks. Staying up, taping all those jugs together. Oh my God, that's some work. I would sit and actually do about 15 or 20 jugs and tape them together and put the soil mix in there and all that. I would just keep moving, and it would be some work. I said, "What I get? Yeah, the soil mix. I made a soil mix. Yeah, I know I didn't put just topsoil in there, but you make that soil and make sure you do something that drains well." That was the winter mix. Winter mix is good, but see, I like to grow more than just So I like to, you know, I'm gonna have quite. But I took some big plants out there last year. Now I'm in clay soil, so I take my plants instead of putting them in the tomatoes in the ground like this. I lay them down, and when I lay them down, I make that trench pretty shallow, shallow but wide. So when it sends roots out, it can along the whole thing there. It's got a $30, like I said, a $30 hole it's in. $30. I want that thing. I want it to have room. If you want a plant messed up, which I know you don't, put it in a small hole. Put it in a small hole and watch that plant go backwards because it'll try to push past that clay and it'll say, I can't do this. And it'll sit there and produce like 1 and 2 peppers. And you'll say, wonder what's going on with this plant. And that's what it'll be. It'll be that small hole it's in. I'm excited, folks. Learn that. Learn that. Yeah, yep, you're right. That's right. I've done it. Wait a minute. You and I are the same. I've done it too. I actually put a plant in a hole that were just small hole, and I said, "Oh, that's good. That'll work." And see, when you see the people doing that in those videos or those commercials for God, what's the name of that company that sells flowers all the time? But anyway, um, when they do, they're not telling you everything. They got the softest and fluffiest soil to put them plants in, and they will put them plants in those holes. And when I watch a video, I don't watch the plant. I'm looking at the soil that they're using. I'm actually looking at the soil. I'm not looking at the plant no more. I look at the plant and go, oh, okay, a plant. And then I go look at the soil when the person's working with it. How loose is it? How the soil looks to me. How much perlite they got in it. Things like that. I look at that, you know. When they talk and brag about soils like what's that soil called? Everybody, it's called gotta take this, folks. This has been the Morning Gardener. Gotta take this call. This is very pressing. I've been waiting for this long distance, but I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.